Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. Let's come to our breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, just come to that breath. Ooh. You guys, this hairstyle I haven't been able to do for a long time because my hair was too short. So it made me really, really happy this morning when I was able to do it. I haven't even tried for a long time, but I was excited. It's just a braid all the way down, if you can't tell. But it made me so happy. And it used to come down to like here. That's the goal. That's the goal. Inhale and exhale. As you inhale, I want you to inhale a lot of air, fill up those lungs. Inhale, hold it at the top just for a few seconds, and exhale. As you exhale, just release any tension, any chaos, any stress, any negativity, anybody else's opinions. Let it all go. And then on your next inhale, I want you to inhale all of your strengths, all of the things you love about yourself, all of the happiness in your life, all of the gratitude. Let it all come in. And exhale everything that needs to come out. Inhale and exhale. Let's just start our day with happiness and let everything else out. Today we're going to talk about 1 Nephi 18 and 19. As a little refresher, yesterday we talked about Nephi going and doing and building a boat, and Laman and Lemuel, and how they're kind of murmuring up and down. Their faith is there and then it's not. And so right now their faith is there, if you remember, and they help Nephi kind of finish the boat. Okay. We're going to bring our arms back behind us, clasping our fingertips together, and just bring your shoulder blades back and down, lifting the chest, lifting the neck, gaze up. Inhale here. Yesterday we talked a little bit about how when we're in certain poses, we can let oxygen in easier or out easier. In this pose, just inhale and feel your chest open as you inhale all of the air. And exhale. On your exhale, we're going to forward fold and bring our arms up and over our head, going down onto the floor just like this. And just let your body hang for a minute. Let your arms hang. And sway side to side. You can kind of feel that muscle tension a little bit, kind of getting awakened in those thighs, especially those inner and back thighs. So chapter 18, like I said, Nephi and Laman and Lemuel are kind of working on the boat together. In verse 8, they finish the boat, so they're getting ready to put everyone on it. All their precious things, all of their food, all of their animals, all the people. Okay, from here we're going to bring both of our arms down to the ground. And you can spread your legs wider if you need to. It's totally up to you, but just kind of feel where you are. Our right palm is going to go down to the ground or on our shin. Okay, again, avoid the knee joint. We can go down on our shin or kind of on the ground. You can even rest it on top of your foot. And just reach up, gaze up past your fingertips, engage that core. Just gently twist here and feel that stretch right there in that knee. Sometimes also it helps to kind of shift this weight a little bit, not bending this knee, but bringing this hip up and this hip back. And you can feel a lot more of a stretch in that inner thigh on your right leg. Okay, so breathe here for a couple breaths. So they're on the boat, and everyone starts dancing and being merry, including the wives. This is okay, verse 9. Ishmael also their wives began to make themselves merry, and so much that they began to dance and sing and speak with much rudeness, yea, even that they did forget by what power that they had been brought together. And they were brought up in exceeding rudeness. So they're like totally forgetting the gospel, right? They're forgetting what even brought them there in the first place. We're going to switch sides. Our left palm is going to go wherever you placed your right palm on the other side. Put that on the left side, so we're not imbalanced. Bring that right arm up, reach up, find length in that spine, and engage that core. And gaze past your fingertips. So then Nephi's like, okay, I'm a little bit afraid for what God might do because we're all kind of forgetting him. Obviously Nephi's not, but everyone is just kind of like forgetting their God. And Nephi is fearing for this. And then, so he's like, okay, you guys, maybe we should bring it in a little bit. And Laman and Lemuel are like, no, are you kidding? We're having fun. You're the party pooper, so we're going to bind you in cords again. We're going to bind you up for the, second time that we know of, right? So they bind him up, and the waters start raging. Come back into center and just forward fold here for a minute. Next, we're going to come into downward dog. So both of our palms are going to go around that right leg and lifting our back heel up off the ground. Shifting our weight to the front, we're just going to bring that right leg back. About hip width distance apart. Come into downward dog, your first downward dog of the day. So feel free to move around and just feel it for a minute. Keep that breath alive, inhaling and exhaling. So after 4 days of raging waters, Laman and Lemuel and the people are kind of like, well, maybe so we don't die and so we don't drown and just like get swallowed up by this sea. Maybe we should come back to God. And Nephi's like, that's probably a good idea. So they unbind him. They start coming back. Nephi, the very first thing he does when unbound is pray. Surprise, surprise, Mr. Courageous, faithful over here. I wish I had that much faith someday. So then the seas start calming down. Again, surprise, surprise. Lift your right leg up towards the back wall. We're going to flex our foot. Bring that right hip down towards your mat, squaring the hips. They're not coming all the way up here. We're going to bring it back down. This is called three-legged dog. And just feel this. If you need to bend that left knee, you're more than welcome to. If you need to lift the heel for a little bit, you're more than welcome to. And exhale it back down to the mat. On your next inhale, inhale the left leg up. Same thing, bring that left hip down towards the ground. So the seas start calming, and then they come into a promised land. They plant many seeds and they begin to grow. And they find animals on this like promised land, and animals to eat and animals to use, like horses and donkeys. Okay, bring that left leg back down. This time we're going to bring our right leg in between both of our hands. And then our left knee is going to go back down onto the ground. Bring that top of the foot down to your mat. And we're just going to lift here a little bit. So place both of your hands on that thigh, avoiding the knee joint, and just kind of stretch it backwards a little bit. I'm going to bring my left knee back just a little bit so I can move my hips forward more, because if my knee is up here and I'm moving my hips, my knee is coming over that toe, which we don't we don't want, remember? So it's better to bring that knee back so you can move forward a little bit more and feel that stretch. Okay, and then, they also find gold and silver and all these precious things, and they call this the promised land. So then chapter 19, they're happy here, they're finding and calling it home for a little bit, and Nephi starts making a new plate of brass and recording his journalings of his people and his history. Lift that left knee, bring that right leg back, come into downward dog, and switching sides, bring the left knee through both of your hands, lowering that right knee. This time I just moved it back automatically a little bit. And just feel that nice hip opener. So he talks about his history, and he writes accounts of the plates and his people and his genealogy and his father. Okay, bring your hands back down, toes down, heel up, lift the knee, palms down, come into downward dog. Last downward dog of the morning. So enjoy it, stretch however you need to, engage that core, find that length in the spine. Breathe. Inhale, lift the heels, look at the hands, and exhale, just bring both of your feet into your hands. Just come up to a seated position. And just I can feel my spine. That feels nice. Kind of nice and warm. Do you guys feel yours? In verse 17 it says, "Yea, and all the earth shall see the salvation of the Lord, saith the prophet. Every nation, kindred, tongue, and people shall be blessed." So then it talks about the scattering of Israel and how the people will be scattered and the church will be known and God will be known. Let's take our left hand and bring it to the outside thigh while we are sitting, and just take a gentle twist. And then with the records and the plates of brass, in verse 23, which is a scripture mastery, right? All my scripture mastery people, which is liken the scriptures. At the end of it, it says, "I did liken all scriptures unto us, that it might be for our profit and learning." Inhale up to center. And he talks about, like verse 24, "Hear ye the words of the prophet. Listen to the prophet. Listen to the scriptures." Other side. Right arm on the outer thigh. Right hand on the outer thigh. Take a gentle twist. And come back to center. Let's do some neck stretches real quick. I'm feeling it. Just take your neck side to side very gently. I always have so much tension in my neck. I do this all the time during my day. And bring it around into circles. Reverse your circle. That feels so good. Yeah, that's nice. Inhale here. And as you inhale, again, let's just think about everything happy and positive and lovely in your life. And exhale all of the tension, negativity, and things you don't want in your life. Inhale. Or in your day today, let's just start with our day. What are you going to let go of today that isn't serving you in your life? Just for a day. You can hang on to it later, but just let go of it today. Just see how that feels. The light in me honors and loves the light within you. I will see you tomorrow morning. Mwah. Namaste.